Hey gang, Uncle Todd and Sunny here. Happy Halloween to you. It's our last review before the holiday. And we're going to take a look at a Canadian TV special. It was produced by Riff Mankiewicz, who is probably best known in the States for his syndicated kids sketch show, The Hilarious House of Frightenstein, that starred Vincent Price as a host. Basically, he would introduce all the segments, and that one's a hard one to find. It's not a lot of footage that I've been able to locate, but it was a very funny show. Frightenstein was a vampire / mad scientist who was always trying to get his Frankensteinian monster to work. And in between, there were other things. There was like a cooking section with a witch, an old librarian who would read frightening stories that weren't really scary, and a lot of one-shot jokes. There was always a gorilla that would get hit in the head with a ping pong ball and fall over. Yeah, it was a kid's show with some educational bits in the form of a jungle explorer who would talk about different animals. But Boo was more of a variety special, musical and comedy, along the lines of like the 70s hits of like Sonny and Cher or Carol Burnett. Only here the skits were more like one joke, quick skits like on Laugh-In, if any of you have ever seen that show. There's not a lot of information I found about it, but has a great opening, very spooky.
Hurry, they're waiting. Set it down right there. Gently, gently.
Actually started with a long cut of the wagon with the casket going up to the castle, and then they brought him in, at which point, as you saw at the beginning, Dracula pops out and welcomes the audience to Boo. And there is an actual audience there. At which point we head into the opening number, Boo, which introduces all the main characters. Dr. Frankenstein, his monster, Wolfman, referred to as Woofy, the Countess, some mummies, and a few other things. And in between the musical performance, with all the dancing and singing, they get a couple of one-shot skits.
And those are my friends. I'll never limp again. Let me help you. Doctor, I can't stand or walk. Yes, but you will never limp again.
Yeah, that's kind of what most of the show is going to be about, is those kind of one-off jokes. After the song, we then get a bit of a throwback to Sonny and Cher with the Count and the Countess.
Thank you, and welcome to Boo, the show that people are dying to be on.
Please, Count. That's an old joke.
I'm an old guy.
And after a few more jokes about the show, we then move on to some skits, a couple which have a recurring bit.
Who is the handsomest of them all?
Why, Frankie, you are!
Gee whiz! Thanks!
Sure, I'm gonna argue with him.
Overall.
Please, give me a break.
In between those, we also got the Count plugging his electric razor into one of the monster's electrodes to power his electric shaver so he can shave, and the Mad Doctor dealing with villagers and things. After all, this is a variety show. We gotta have a special guest star. Luckily, we just happened to have someone's car break down.
Listen, I'm really sorry to trouble you, but I was on my way to a Halloween party and I had car trouble.
Yes, I know.
Well,
I take your coat, please.
thank you very much.
I'll have Igor look after your car.
Thank you.
Wolfie, you have company!
And of course, if you're just going to wait for someone who returns, what better way to do than to perform a song, which Warwick does whenever it hits Deja Vu. After the song, the Count returns and we get a little more chit-chat.
Darling, that was beautiful.
Well, thank you so very, very much. You know, I've just been sitting here thinking that I've met you someplace, sometime, somewhere before.
Of course.
Yeah?
I let you in the front door.
Okay, well, after that, we then get our next big set piece, the Spookeasy, where the Mummy Triplets, I'm not sure what they were called, but we'll go with the Mummy Triplets, sing a song, the Monster Boogie. We get intercut with some alien humor.
Give me another hand. Yeah, okay. There we go.
Apparently, the bartender was Peter Falk. I guess. But not to worry. Luckily, Rip Taylor shows up. Only he has a little trouble getting a reaction from one of the audience.
I think this coat's a little busy. Looks like somebody shot the Christmas tree, don't it? Hello? Never mind. Holy mackerel. You're in trouble.
Tough crowd. Well, if the prop jokes don't work, maybe some one-liners will get through.
Beethoven was so deaf he thought he was painting. Guy so dumb he thought Johnny Cash was a pay toilet.
Nothing. Well, after Rip leaves, we move on to some more skits. We get two more things that will reoccur throughout the rest of the show.
We've been hanging on this wall for years. If we don't do something to keep our minds active, we'll go insane. So let's make up a game.
Okay. What do you want to do?
Listen to me. We've been hanging on this wall for years. If we don't do something to keep our minds active, we'll go insane.
We also get the Wolfman running a diner and the Dr. Frankenstein monster visiting a psychic, played by Dionne Warwick. Then we cut to the lab, where the monster tells the doctor he's got a bit of a problem.
You've got to do something. You've got to help me. I'm hopelessly in love with Dionne Warwick, and she won't give me the time of day.
After a few jokes, Frank convinces the doctor to make him attractive, change the color of his skin, make him more intelligent, to hold great conversations. And so the doctor takes a shot at it.
I've
I've got a good idea. You wait here and I'll hop right to it.
Wonder what went wrong there. Well, while the doctor's away, fixing whatever it is he needs to fix, who should happen by but Dionne Warwick, who sings the Billy Joel classic, Just the Way You Are. And then she has a little talk with him after the song.
Whatever you do, don't you ever change. You see, you have a timeless quality, a joie de vivre, an excitement, passion, fire.
Fire!
One slip of the tongue. Well, after some more bits with the chanting monks and the prisoners, we get probably our longest sketch with the Wolfman going to a psychiatrist to try and overcome his tendency to freak out whenever someone mentions the word moon. So the doctor thinks, let's try some hypnotism.
When you hear the word moon, you will associate it with something pretty, like flowers. Moon. Flowers. Moon. Flowers.
Sorry to bother you, but was today the day you wanted me to call the florist and have them send your wife some flowers?
Yeah.
Well, after that failure, it's now back to the main stage for some more Sonny and Cher type banter.
Thank you very much. You've been the best audience I've ever played before.
You've been the only audience he's ever played before.
And with that, we get a reprise of the opening number, and then the Count is packed up into his coffin, and over the credits, he's driven away by the workmen. This is going to be a bit of a short review. There's not really a lot to talk about here. Can't find much information on this other than it was made in Canada and it played here briefly, I think, one year, if that. I mean, it's hard to find information on it. It's kind of cute, more of a family-oriented kind of show, given the fact it was made by the people that made Hilarious House of Frightenstein. You can see that. Although a little more adult oriented with jokes kids could enjoy, but also people like Dionne Warwick performing and Rip Taylor doing some jokes. And some of the jokes are a little almost adult. Almost. And it's a fun little thing. There's not much really I can offer about this. It's a lot of quick one-joke skits that kind of just very fast-paced. Just hit joke, go, hit joke, go, hit joke, go. And then if you're a fan of Benny Hill, it's like those segments he would do where he would just have one joke after another, different skits. It's kind of like that, only not as risque as he would go. But a fun little thing for the family to watch at Halloween. Nothing that will scare any kids, and some adults might even enjoy some of the jokes. Please hit like, share, and subscribe, and stay after the credits for my favorite bit.
Ah, yes, I see. I see you coming into power. You are transformed into a creature of high energy, and your mere presence will electrify every gathering.
Oh, that's great. What does it mean?
It means you're going to be struck by lightning.